speed, the physicality, the ferocity that they came out with. Yeah, probably got us a little bit today. So I think yeah, it's a tough one to swallow, but they were better.
It's a big pitch as well to cover, isn't it? So.
There's a lot of space. It's a very different size to our home ground.
Yeah.
We're a little bit sort of smaller and compact, and they know how to play that space. They sort of pull you one way, then drop back under, and really sort of push heavy and run with good leads. So Toulouse really did sort of pick us apart, where we were really good defensively for 3-4 tackles, and then they'd just be able to pick us apart on a disconnect on the inside, a little bit of a lazy defender. And they did that super well.
Do you think you're 64 points worse than Toulouse today?
I don't think the effort was. I don't think the effort was. They were quality. There's no doubt about that. But I'm certainly very comfortable that we've got very good quality players in our team too. I just think we got picked apart in a country and a surface that they play very well.
The chances you had, you sort of wasted, didn't you? You had possession and you dropped the ball, or just gave possession away. It's just
yeah, I think that's a work in progress for us. I think over the last sort of first week I was so sort of in on the Monday, playing on the Sunday. We kind of rolled with sort of the shapes and plays that the boys have been working with, and then over the last sort of 2 weeks we've worked on being able to sort of create some points of difference. And we were definitely clunky with those shapes, and just getting comfortable with playing some of the shapes that we want to play. That presented in the first sort of few sets where we had opportunities, and we were probably a little bit rushed and a little bit lacked a bit of polish and finish.
Some new faces, do that make a difference? Do you think trying to gel in the new players?
Yeah, I think we're looking to. For me as a coach, I'm still getting to know the players. I'm looking at their strengths and weaknesses, and looking at what I think sort of best fits and best suits. I don't think I've probably got that totally right today. And also, as we're looking at sort of working on that cohesion and our connections with our ball and defensively, and today it didn't happen as much, but it was quality opposition. The one thing we are is together.
Looks like you missed Marchione up front.
Yeah, I think any team would miss Marchione. He's a big physical being that can run, control tackles.
Quite intimidating at times.
Yeah, absolutely. And
was he injured? Did he get an injury?
He's coming back from a shoulder. He dislocated his shoulder, and it was close this weekend. But we felt if we tried to push him that week early, if it was a grand final, for example, or if it was a game at the end of the year where we needed him, we may have tried. But Mark's somebody that's important to us, that we want for the run home in the last 7 games.
How about fitness levels? It's pretty warm out there as well, quite heavy.
That was funny and warm. Yeah, I think they're a full-time squad. I think possibly that showed a little bit in certain areas, and when we were defending probably on the back foot and defending so much ball, that takes its toll as well. So.
But it seemed they never stopped though, did they? The boy kept going until the end. They're pretty good.
Yeah, that's something that even on those last 2 or 3 sets, and Alice will probably talk to you about that. The boys still believed in the mates, and we're still trying hard. We didn't execute. We didn't get things right, but the effort was still the desire there to try and keep turning up.
Yeah. Can you take positives out of that? Is it difficult to take positives, or can you say, this was good, that was good?
Yeah, I think if you want to look at it pessimistically, then you can look at it pessimistically, can't you? But I think we as a squad and as a team and as a club, we know where we're at, and we've come up against a top quality team. I played over here for a few weeks last year, so I know what it's like. I know their aspirations, but for us, we're on our own journey and our own path. So we just need to pluck out of that the positives which we can, like the new young lads coming in and You know, we give it our all to the last minute. The scoreline was what it was, but we could come off that pitch knowing that, you know, we didn't quit. We went toe to toe at points, and you know, obviously these things we need to work on. You know, but apart from that, there'll be a few positives we can take.
Good. I mean, your lad that came on, is he from Huddersfield? Thomas, is it? The lad that came on as the number 26.
From Leeds, isn't he? Yeah, Tom.
Number 26 from Leeds. So yeah, I thought he did well, and Junior Sow looked 10 years younger. You know, he looked really good.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Impressive, you know.
We've got a good mix of, like, obviously Junior's been a superstar, still is a superstar, and we've got young lads who are chomping at the bit for that opportunity, and luckily for us, we've got a move at our club who want to prove that. So there's a good mix. The lads are tight. You know, we've had a good weekend here, and you know, we're going to build on things. It's been tough at points this year, but that's all by now, and it'll be
You
good.
lost heavily, but I can't remember too many bad performances. They just outplayed by a better team, aren't you?
Yeah,
you can't say he played badly. They played okay. They just weren't up to the standard of Toulouse. You know.
Yeah, like
science, you know.
Like Coach said, you know, they're a full-time outfit who train. They've been a cohesive team for 2-3 years, so obviously we're quite a new team, but that's where we aspire to get. I have no doubt we will get there at some point. You know, just going to take a few building blocks, and it's just one of the things. Sometimes you've got to put your hands down and say, listen, there was a better team, but you know, we've come off with pride, and that's all you can do. We just wash ourselves up and go next week.
What's it like coming to France with a squad? Does it build the squad up, or is it daunting, or how did the squad get on?
Yeah, no, the squad have been really good. Like, you know, when we met at the airport and stuff, like lads who don't normally talk to each other as much was all engaging with each other, and you know, it's a critical part in our season where I think, you know, even though the result is what it is, we've built a nice bit of cohesion. Lads know each other a bit more now, know the quirks and stuff like that. So it's just one of the things. It's a tough trip, but it'll stand us in good stead, I believe.
It must be a long way. Must seem a long way from surfer's paradise. At these moments.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, the weather's similar actually.
Yeah.
There's a bit of sun on your back. That's nice, but yeah, it's very, very different. But you know,
you're enjoying it, despite that.
Absolutely, these guys are fantastic, and one of the best things to come out of this trip, obviously the results not ours, and the performance was patchy, but good, you know, some nice little shoots in other areas. The best thing to come out of it is the boys, you know, have come out tight, and the boys are enjoying each other's company, and are wanting to sort of stay together and stick together and work hard. And you know, the talk in the sheds afterwards was about you know, we're here for each other, and we go again on Monday. We've got work to do, and we're all prepared to roll.
Who's next up for you?
We play Swinton away next Sunday, so that's a big game for us in our season. So you know, we turn our attentions. There'll be things that we'll look at on video from this. Particular probably some of our connections with shape and our defensive elements. But next week's a big week, and to a man, everyone looks each other in the eye, and we are committed to.
No injuries. No injuries today.
Tom Nicholson-Watton, we thought he'd broken his thumb, but there's no structural damage there, so that's fortunate to see sort of what sort of swelling and what other possible damage there may be. But I thought he was a real positive in today's performance. So I'm hopeful that it's something that, you know, is not too serious and we can bandage up for next week. Other than that, I think we're not too bad.
Okay, well thanks a lot for your time.
All right.
And have a safe trip back.
Cheers, mate.